And I'm back. I told the guys I'll be coming back for Emil 1. For this game, I'll be playing with my buddy Andy here. Um, as you can see, he's got the Top Gun, whereas I only have the stock gun. So it's a pretty good comparison on what this thing can do with what kind of modules you have on it. Because right now I have the stock engine, stock gun, stock pretty much everything. I only just got this tank recently, and me and my buddy here have been platooning quite a bit recently, so we decided to kind of like take our new tanks out and see how they play. This is airfield, so as the name suggests, there's a giant airfield on the minimap. Um, And for a tank like us that are heavy tanks, there's really only one viable place. So we're slowly making ourselves through these buildings to it. Um, what's good about our tanks is that they have really good gun depression and they have good tank armor as well over here. So especially when you're like really low down like this, it's kind of difficult to hit them. So all you really have to do is utilize that. As you can see, he's a lot faster than me, so I'm kind of like um backtracked a little bit, trying really hard to play catch up. Um, but I'm slowly getting there. Hopefully, I'll get there soon enough to get some shots on those guys peeking. I missed out on the T-77, but there are always going to be people that's going to push through. Let's see. That's one. Barely missed it. Those rocks can sometimes be a little trolly. That guy really did not know what he was signed up for. Yeah, we two Crown Wagons and those two American tanks. It's really not a good idea to peek like that. With our decent time to fire between each shells, it gets really hard to kind of pick your tracks and go back in the small amount of time you have. So if you permatrack someone, they're pretty much done for. It's getting a little too crowded on this side. Again, this is where all the heavy tanks go, so my only real option is to kind of go around and see if it's possible for me to get some shots in the back. Because obviously they're all over there occupied in that direction shooting those guys. My buddy's already low health, so it's really done for me. That's one. I'm getting shot from the back, but I had some really good shots from the side I had to take because there's nothing really I can do about that invisible tank anyways. Thankfully this guy came to rescue me because I'm still on a reload. So he's just gonna keep shooting at me. I could have done this a little bit better because I lost like 2/3 of my health already. I'm trying to see if I can get any shots because like I know he's somewhere around that bush, but it's not really worth just blind firing all across there because even if I do hit him, I'm only gonna hit him like I'm not gonna kill him. I mean that stalemate over here. It's there's really no point in trying to find any shots because these heavies are just gonna wait for us to peek and we're gonna wait for them to peek. And we're not gonna be able to peek with those tank destroyers up on this hill over here. So the only thing we can really do is just it's a war of attrition now, you know? Let's see. Um, yeah. Best thing for me to do if I want to keep like my gun in the game is find other targets to fire at. Because obviously this entire half of the map is pretty much going to be a who hits who sees who first. And if anyone's gonna hide, I might as well go for the one guy who's not hiding. I see the Bizonche over there, but um, he's already got his hands full with those things. So, best thing for me to do is go after this Panther M10, who's pretty much um, over here unchallenged. And so far, it's been pretty even. They just got my buddy in the Emil over there. Let's see, he's still distracted. That's one, that's two, he bounced me, and that's three. Boom, there he goes. Even stock, if you can get someone on the side, and as you can see, again, I'm not using any gold ammo. I'm just using normal ammunition. And even the stock gun, I haven't really had any difficult time penetrating anyone. Game save is pretty even. Let's see if I can get that Bizonche since he's gone invisible now. And really the only person left on this side, and I really don't want to go over there yet against all of those things. Hopefully if this guy helps me, we're able to take down the Bizonte, because this thing can dish out a lot of damage in a short amount of time, but it's not going to be enough to kill that guy. So once I fire all three of my shells, I'm basically going to be waiting for a long reload. And I'll be left vulnerable. So let's see. Oh, he saw me coming. He got pretty decent hull armor, and I didn't really have too many good shots. Again, I know if I had used gold ammo, I could have penetrated all three of those shells, but 2 out of 3 is pretty good. I could have still bounced even if I was using gold shells. So again, you really don't need gold shells, like, ever. Ironically, I left that Bizonte out to... I'm actually surprised that Ferdinand shot me from over there. I really should have watched out for him a little bit better. But yeah, when I left out the Bizonte to fight, the T-25 to fight the Bizonte, I really thought he would win that. I'm surprised he didn't. I guess I should have like waited a little bit longer to confirm it. I really thought he'd have it in the bag. I'm trying to stay to the side to make sure like no one else gets to hit me from the same way that Ferdinand did. And I was kind of careful. It's like, ooh, should I reload my entire clip? Should I not? Because it doesn't matter if you have 1 shell or 2 shells or whatever. It's always going to be like a full reload. Well, that's 1, 2, and that's 3. Boom. See, if you get shots like that, again, you don't need gold ammo. You just gotta know where to hit and what angles to use. Unfortunately, Artie hit me over here. If you remember from my last game, I was talking about how much I hate Artie players. This is exactly why. I was pretty much safe from everybody except for that one guy, which just basically fired over a mountain. It's really disgusting, that whole mechanic in the game. But we're pretty much done now. It's just a matter of finishing up the last couple tanks. I'm surprised that guy stayed in the game as long as he did, but you know, being all the way in the back where everyone else is fighting their own fights. You know, obviously gonna last a lot longer if you're gonna be sitting at the back. But I think he did pretty decent. I'll have to see what he did at the end. really shouldn't have poked against that Roomba. Because, like, it's really the only other place he could have been, now that we know he's not there anymore. Let's speed up this game until it's over. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, 4.5 thousand damage, 1,000 assist. I think it's because of the tracking shots. Well, actually, if you look here, I did get some spotting assist as well, so that explains it. And 900 blocking really doesn't matter in this game, but if you count that, it's basically another 1,000, around something like that. All right, let's see. We finished that. So yeah, mastery badge on a stock Emil 1. Firing no gold ammo means that I only lost 8,000 coins on ammunition. Could have been a lot worse, right? So even without a premium account, I would have still had a 56k profit off that. And again, it's not a premium vehicle, so it's not going to give me tons of money, but still pretty good money for it. And some of these were for a mission, probably like some sort of a Christmas mission or something. Doesn't say the rest. The T-25 only did 1,000 damage, but he was probably hiding most of the time, not trying to get hit. And I pretty much ended up at the top with 4,500. Let's see. Mastery badge, bruiser, high caliber. I pretty much carried that game. And yeah, after 10 battles, I still have a 100% win rate. I pretty much have not lost in this tank one time. Let's see if we can. Yeah, my next highest after 100% is 6. All these games that I have high win rates, as you can see, they're all like few games. This is my highest battle game, highest like battle game with a decent win rate, and it's still only like 50 battles. And I honestly haven't played this tank in a long time. But yeah, again, even if you are careful about where you aim, you don't need gold ammo, and you don't even necessarily need to have the best equipment. I will probably have to get the Top Gun if I want to do like better damage and have more damage output. And again, I'm not gonna stop at the Emil 1. I'm gonna go and get the tier 10 tank at some point. I just need to kind of grind through this, hopefully without losing my 100% win rate. But 20 shots fired, only 14 of them penetrated, but didn't fire any goals, so I think I still came out on top. It really didn't matter too much. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll see if I have any more decent footage to make videos out of, but so far, it's really just been those two I wanted to make a video of. Hopefully, in the next update, we'll have some more good games to make videos out of. I'll see you guys later.